Recorded. Welcome everyone once again, and I hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for joining us on the call here today. So, for those of you that have just joined us, just a quick message for you all. We're taking a slight detour from our regular training sessions just for today, so that we can kind of dive into a bit more detail about some of the updates that we have posted in the Telegram group. I know a lot of people had questions. There was, people wanted to go into a bit more detail. So that's what we're going to be doing on this call here today. And also, unfortunately, Michael cannot make the call with us today. He's not feeling very well. He didn't sound very great either. So I told him to just get some rest, and we'll hopefully hear from him on the Sunday call as well, because he really, really wanted to be here today. But he needs to get rest in order for him to recover. Otherwise, he's just going to keep being in the same sort of cycle of being unwell for the next couple of days as well. So apologies on his behalf as well for him not being here today. But more than likely, we will hear from him on Sunday's international call as well. So let's get into our call here for today, guys. So we're going to talk about some of the changes and some of the plans for Skainet Systems 2025, and also what you guys saw in the Telegram group today as well. So first things first, we're going to start with the loyalty bonus, because I know there is a ton of questions around the Skainet Systems loyalty bonus. What is this bonus? How does this work? And what is the process behind it? Let me explain this to you guys. So this loyalty bonus was actually designed to reward our members who have supported us from day one, including you guys who are with us since the pre-launch. And I know there was quite a few of you that was with us at that time. So this loyalty bonus is really for us to show our gratitude towards you. Now, this loyalty bonus also applies to all unlocked deposits. So what do I mean by unlocked deposits? Unlocked deposits mean that if you've been with the company for more than 6 months, your locked deposit becomes unlocked. So you can withdraw that anytime you want. That's what we're referring to, the unlocked deposits. And also the reinvested funds from your profit wallet as well. So if you've been compounding your account, if you've been, adding $50 every time you get in your profit wallet, if you've been adding that back in, the loyalty bonus also applies to that. So you have the option to lock and load your unlocked deposits or your profits that you have reinvested from the profit wallet. So if you decide to do that, if you decide to lock and load these two things in, then you will receive a flat 10% credit bonus on the chosen amount that you have locked in. But if, of course, you do that as well, guys, then the amount will be locked for 6 months. Okay, so it's important that for you to understand your unlocked deposits, meaning if you've been in the company for longer than 6 months, your deposit naturally becomes unlocked. That deposit and also the profits that you have been reinvesting back in from the profit wallet, you have the option to lock and load them for the loyalty bonus. And when you do that, you will receive a flat 10% credit on whatever the amount is, and also that deposit is locked for 6 months. Now, let me make something very, very clear. The participation for this is entirely optional. I'm going to say that one more time. It's entirely optional. It's up to you if you want to participate with the loyalty bonus, because I saw the messages in the Telegram. I was getting phone calls and messages from people as well. Why is the company making us lock it in again for another 6 months? Guys, it's optional. Okay. Even our team on the Telegram have made this very, very clear that it's optional. It's not something that you have to do. You can just simply withdraw if you don't want to participate in this. You can just withdraw your profits. Nothing has happened to the withdrawals. They are still happening every single day as usual. The withdrawals are not going anywhere since Skainet Systems has started all the way up until this very moment. Every single withdrawal has been paid out. So there is no issue with the withdrawals whatsoever. This loyalty bonus was a way for us to reward our members who have stuck with us from day one, even in the pre-launch, they've been with us. This is our way of rewarding them as well. And also, you guys were able to see as well, those people that, waited the 6 months and then their deposit got unlocked. You guys also saw that people were able to take out their initial deposit and then they chose to put it back in when trading started, or to take advantage of the Christmas promotion as well. So it's not like it's a thing that, you cannot take your initial deposit out after 6 months. Of course, you can absolutely do that. But at the same time as well, this loyalty bonus is 100% optional. And I have to make this clear, because I feel like some people think that this is a mandatory thing, that your unlocked deposits or your profits from the profit wallet is mandatory going to be locked for another 6 months. That is not the case. If you don't want to participate in loyalty bonus, you can simply withdraw. If you do want to participate, you get a flat 10% credit bonus on whichever amount that you're locking in for the next 6 months. So to give you an example, if you have let's say you had the initial deposit of $1,000, right? After 6 months, that $1,000 becomes unlocked. Now, if you choose to lock that $1,000 back in again, the company will give you a flat 10% credit bonus, meaning that instead of trading with $1,000, you're going to be trading with $1,100, right? So that is from the company that they're giving in this loyalty bonus, but that also means that the amount that you've decided to lock in is locked for 6 months. But again, I have to say this because I've got so many phone calls and messages that this is 100% optional. It's up to you if you want to participate in this. So that's how the loyalty bonus works, guys. It's not something that's very complicated. It's not very difficult to understand. This is just a way for the company to reassure our customers from day one, our members from day one, our community from day one, that we do care about you guys and we wanted to give you a loyalty bonus, but also indirectly, it benefits the company in the long run as well. And I will show you more about this in just a few moments. Now, the next thing is that you guys have also seen is how Skainet Systems is going to be adapting to the network fees, because this is also very, very important. We've made some changes to the fees and we've also added an additional payment option as well. So to start off, I think the most important thing that you guys should know is that the cost on the Tron blockchain has increased significantly in recent months. And I can't believe I'm having to say this because I think it should be fairly obvious, but based on some of the conversations that I've had today, feel like I have to say this now. But the Tron blockchain is not owned by Skainet Systems. We do not control what the cost is going to be. We have no control over that. So there's nothing that we can do if the cost is increasing on the Tron blockchain. But for some reason, some people out there still believe that we have control over this. We do not. We do not control what happens on the Tron blockchain. So when the cost is increasing, it also impacts Skainet Systems. Why? Because currently we are having to overpay on every single transaction. That is not even feasible for the business moving forward, but we are having to do that because the costs are increasing, meaning that what we're having to do is overpay to make sure that your withdrawals are still sent out to you on time, like we promised. Every single day withdrawals have been going out. So in order for us to counteract this, in order for us to solve this problem, what we've done is all fees on deposits and withdrawal on the Tron network will be increased to $5 on the fees, right? Which is, by the way, the minimum cost that Skainet Systems is having to pay as well. So we are not literally, doing this to increase the cost so that we can make money as a business. No, guys, this is based on what we are paying on the fees on our end, and that's why we up the fees to $5 for every deposit or every withdrawal. Okay, and also saying that as well, guys, I know as a community, as members, as people that are utilizing our product, I feel like you also have to kind of understand from the founders or from the business perspective, which business possibly in their right mind will be able to sustain themselves. If we're still charging $1, for example, on the withdrawals, but we're having to pay $5 on our end, that means we are losing $4 on every single withdrawal, on every single deposit, on every single transaction that we are doing. We are losing money. Now, place yourself in the position of the founders, place yourself in the position of the team that have created this. Why would anyone in their right mind be able to do something like this that will just cost the business more and more money? If you want a sustainable platform, then you have to adjust to the times. The cost of the Tron, the network fees increasing, that is not something that we chose. That is not something we did. That's something that happened because of what is going on in the crypto space at the moment. So as a business, when things like this happen, we need to adjust on the go as well. We need to be able to, counteract things like this so that as a business, we are still sustainable moving forward. So all fees on deposits and withdrawal now, especially on the Tron network, the fees will be increased to $5. And again, that is what the bare minimum that we are also paying as well on our side of things as well. Now, an alternative to that as well, or a low cost option that we have also introduced, is USDT in BEP20 as well. So if you use USDT BEP20, then you're going to pay the same fees as you were paying before. There is no changes onto that. But if you're going to use the Tron network, then guys, we have to increase the fees, because then we will have to pay the fees, because withdrawals have still been going out. And we've been doing this. The company has been doing this for the past month or so as well. As the fees have been increasing, they didn't increase the on our side, on Skainet System side, the fees weren't increased straight away, which is why we were actually having to overpay. But that is not sustainable for the business moving forward. That is not, it doesn't make sense financially for a business moving forward as well, which is why we've decided to make these changes. Now, also in the future, we are looking at the possibility of having USDC BEP20 as well being added as a payment option, but in the near future, nothing is confirmed as of yet. But our team, the founders, are looking into this heavily to make sure that they can add this feature very soon as well. So again, this is something that is happened outside of our control, but as a business, as a community, as a team, we have to adjust to it. We have to make the necessary changes to make sure that we can keep the business running and also keep the business sustainable as well, because it doesn't make sense for a company to lose money on every single transaction. Think about how many people we have in this community. Think about how many deposits or withdrawals are going out every single day, and losing money on that doesn't make sense, which is the reason why this fee was increased to $5, guys. So I hope you can understand from the company's perspective as well, from the company's point of view as well, why this change needed to happen. Now, also moving forward as well, talking about the stability of the liquidity that we have, this is also a very, very important conversation, because why is this the case? We have to plan for the longevity and the sustainability of the platform. And the only way you can do this is by simply having a system that will allow that to happen. So let me break this down to you, and how and what is the reasoning behind what some of the changes that we've made as well. So to ensure future stability with our liquidity providers, we have implemented some changes that's going to help us in the long run. And to the reason why we do this actually is because you also need to know this, that Skainet Systems operates under a scaling cost contract with our liquidity providers. So what that simply means is the more liquidity that we bring them, the lower trading costs we get on our end. And of course, who benefits from that? Our community benefits from that, right? So what happens when the liquidity starts to decrease or the liquidity starts to fluctuate? This is where it could cause some issues with our liquidity providers as well, because we have a contract, an agreement in place with them as well. And this is completely normal in the financial world as well. Any liquidity provider, do your own research as well. Any liquidity provider will only give you liquidity based on stability. If you cannot show stability, guys, they will not be able to provide you with the liquidity that we need. And in our business model as well, like for example, if the liquidity decreases because members are withdrawing their deposits or they're withdrawing their compounded profits, all of these things make a difference to the liquidity. And when the liquidity is decreasing, it makes the liquidity providers feel a bit uncertain or a bit unsafe in times like that as well, because again, they are the ones providing us with the liquidity. So we had to make some changes moving forward to protect the company for the long run, to help the company become more sustainable as well. And to address all of this as well, moving forward from now, so after the Christmas promotion, all funds that you will reinvest from your profit wallet as well will be locked for 6 months, the same way as it is for the commission wallet, right? And I know that's not something that some of you guys wanted to hear, and I understand this completely. But guys, at the end of the day, you have to look at it like this, right? If you want a business to be sustainable, if you want a business to last for a long time, you have to give the business an opportunity, or have to give the business some space to allow that to happen. Some of the changes that you're seeing right now might not make sense to you at the moment, might not sound very great to you at the moment. But when this allows the company to have further longevity, further sustainability, then it will all make sense on why we had to make the changes that we do. I'd be very concerned if Skainet Systems decided not to make any changes and just keep going the way things are. But the fact is that as we are, every day goes on, things in the market changes, things in the world changes, regulation changes. All of these things are happening where we are having to adjust on the go. This is part of running a business. This is part of having a business, guys. And for those of you in this call that are business owners or have experience running a business, you will know exactly what it is that I'm talking about. Because if you're not able to adapt with the times, if you're not able to adjust to what is happening in the world, you're going to get left behind. And everyone on this call, every single person on this call has been asking for day one that they want a long-term sustainable platform. Well, you can't get a long-term sustainable platform if you don't allow the business to make the changes necessary to make that happen, right? If we're going to sit and cry about these changes right now, but not understanding that we made these changes for the long-term success of the business, then it doesn't make sense for all of us to just, even do the business in the first place, guys. We're making these changes for the long-term success of the business. But I feel like it's a double-edged sword. People want all of the good things now, but then that impacts the longevity of the business. But then they also want longevity, but they don't want us to make the changes that we're making right now. So I know some of you guys were a little bit upset, and I know this because I was getting messages, I was getting calls from people. Why is this happening? What is the reason for this? Guys, right now, it might not make the most sense to you, but I promise you, as you see the company continue to flourish, as you see the company continue to grow, it will start to make more and more sense. It's all about the longevity and the sustainability of this platform. That is the reason why we made the changes that we are making right now. And if that's the opportunity that you want, then this is the right place for you to be. If it's not if it's this, these changes right here are not what, something that you want to be a part of, then of course we can understand your reasoning. But we are doing this for the longevity and for the success of this business moving forward, which is why I feel like it's very, very important that you guys understand why we are doing this the way that we are. So if you have any questions as well, guys, please feel free to reach out to me before, anyone gets upset and starts writing, crazy messages on Telegram or sending me crazy messages. Just take a moment, take a breath, reach out to me, and I'm more than happy to have as many calls as you guys want to help you understand this process, why we are doing things the way that we are for the future of this business. Now, to end things on a little bit of a better note, we are also making some changes to Skainet System support as well, because I know a lot of you guys, you message me every single day, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? I need help with support. So for that, we have made some changes moving forward. So we're adding a new support feature for all of our Skainet Systems members. So starting on Monday, 13th of January, 2025, which is literally this Monday coming up, we're going to introduce a more streamlined process to help you with the support. So all members, every single one a person in our community is going to have access to a 24/7 support via WhatsApp number and a Telegram username as well. So you have the option to go through WhatsApp or go through Telegram to ask for support help. Okay, if there's anything that doesn't make sense to you, if there's anything that you're stuck with, if you're having an issue in your back office, you can reach out to us on the WhatsApp or on the Telegram that we will be sharing with you, by the way. On Monday, we will post these details in the Telegram group, our official Telegram group, on how you can contact this support, and you will be able to get your questions answered. And the most important reason why we're doing this, guys, is communication. Because some people, they feel like, oh, they're not getting enough communication, or they feel like things are not clear. They might need a bit of additional explanations. Well, this is the reason why we've added this on WhatsApp and on Telegram, so that if you have any questions, if you're confused about something, if something is not making sense to you, you can reach out to this support number as well, or this new support system that we're adding to help you make the process even easier. But guys, you need to also understand something from your end too, to make your life easier and to make our life easier too. If you can have a support ticket raised and have a ticket ID ready for when you WhatsApp or when you Telegram us, this way we can efficiently work through and find a way to get your matter resolved as soon as possible. Okay, it just helps us. Having a support ticket ID helps us, accelerate the process and make sure that we can fix the problem, whatever it may be. But so many times I've seen, people say, oh, I raised a support ticket for X, Y, and Z reason, but that reason didn't need a support ticket. It just needed something, an explanation or an answer to a question, because not everything is, a back office glitch or a problem or a payment issue. Sometimes people, raise support tickets for questions that they may have or something they're not sure about. For that, you also have access to this too. 24/7, you will get access to the support, and you'll be able to send your messages and be able to get response as well. And by the way, all of this will be overseen by the head of our support team as well, and also our CMO, Mr. Michael Bauer as well. He will oversee all of this too. So the WhatsApp number and the Telegram username will be shared on Monday. Look at that as your 24/7 support. You can drop a message whenever you like, and we'll be able to get back to you as soon as possible. Okay. So yeah, as I mentioned, on Monday, this will be shared with you guys. So this is also a measure that we're adding for now. There are still so many more things on the support side that we're going to be working on improving moving forward. But this is something that will give you and also your team members as well the opportunity to get a more streamlined response, a quicker response, but also a better understanding too. Communication will be far better on the WhatsApp and on Telegram as well for the support channels that we have created. So I hope you guys, utilize this as well, because trust me, it's really going to help you. And I hope you guys are able to take away some positives from this too. And going back to my final point as well, again, I understand there's a lot of frustration right now. I understand there's a lot of people, who are unsure about what exactly is going on. But just know, guys, everything that is being done right now in this business is to plan for the long-term future of this company. We don't want to be one of those businesses that want to be around for a short time and go. A lot of people didn't think we'll make it after our first 6 months, but we did. We're still here, right? A lot of people think that we'll never start trading again, but we have. You made profit today. You made profit yesterday. You made profit the day before that, right? A lot of people thought that the things that we are doing right now, we would never be able to do. Now the conversation is, oh, Skynet's not going to make it to the end of 2025. Skynet's not going to be able to do this. Skynet's not going to be able to do that. But the same way we proved people wrong the first time round, we're about to do that again this time round. And this is the reason why we are making these changes, because the longer we are in the market, the longer we are giving our people an opportunity to earn money every single day from trading, the better it is for you guys and the better it is for us as a company. And the more we can continue to prove wrong every single naysayer, every single member who felt, or every single person, sorry, who felt like we wouldn't even be able to make it to this point. But as Michael said as well on the last call that he was on with us, this is just the beginning, and we have to adjust, we have to adapt to what is going on in the world. There are things that are out of our control, and we can easily sit back and say there's nothing that we can do. But the team on the back end, the founders and the team that is working so hard behind the scenes, they are constantly looking at ways to improve this business moving forward. So I really, really hope you guys can understand why we made these changes, especially with what you guys have seen on the slides today and the message on the Telegram group. And I hope this call has helped you understand better why we have done what we've done with these changes as well. So the support system, the new support system will be live on Monday. The WhatsApp number and also the Telegram username will be sent out on the official Skainet Systems Telegram channel. Take advantage of that, guys. It will be a good way for you to get your issues resolved fairly quickly. And also, we now, are coming into a brand new trading week as well. I know liquidity has been a little bit up and down in the markets this week. Really and truly, we're going to see the markets come back into full swing from Monday. That doesn't mean, by the way, please, that doesn't mean that we're not going to, be making profits throughout the rest of the week. I know tomorrow is, I believe, a bank holiday. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that, there won't be, there's a bank holiday tomorrow, but Thursday and Friday trading will continue as normal. And, Monday we will see the markets really start to go into full swing again as well. So thank you to everyone that joined us on the call here today. Thank you to all of you guys who have been supporting us nonstop, who have been committed, who have been loyal, who have been standing by our sides, and those of you that are really taking these new changes with a positive attitude as well, because believe me, every single move made by this company is for your future and the longevity of this platform as well. And once again, apologies for on Michael's end. He was unable to make it on the call here today because he just wasn't feeling well. But he will be joining us hopefully on Sunday too. If not, he will be with us on the training webinar next Wednesday. So thank you guys very much. I appreciate each and every single one of you. If you have any questions, just reach out to me. My number is I'm in most of the groups. I'm on Telegram as well. Feel free to reach out to me anytime you want. And I'll be more than happy to jump on a call or help you guys understand more of what's going on. So thank you. Much love to all of you guys, and I'll see you all on Sunday. Thank you very much, guys. Bye-bye.